I know you want to do that.
Throw on your cosy. And get ready.
Plenty of sunscreen and I'm good to go.
Because the great British summer is back. Oh, we do love to be beside the seaside. Because
The beach is beautiful.
It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor.
The beer's cheap.
It's cheerful and it's tacky.
That's what British holidays are about, aren't they?
join the coast's wildest
I've got me chicken.
and hardest grafters.
Come on then, get your bargains.
Cleaning poo up off the beach. That's about my usual thing.
As they magic up a holiday to remember.
This is what we've been waiting for.
For every bargain-loving Brit by the sea. There's plenty of work on this week. Howard's new seaside car park needs a clear-out.
We're going to need a bigger skip.
Things are hotting up in Leanne and Jeff's kitchen.
25 minutes to go and we're not on time.
And Dion and Nathaniel battle the birds in Blackpool.
We're trying to save ourselves from the seagulls. They want the chips.
It's a beautiful morning in Skegness.
In Spade, yeah, they're £2 each, so £4.
And whilst it's fun and games down on the beach, just 1 mile up the road,
Back to the cleaning again.
work never stops to give those holiday goers the perfect place to rest their heads.
What about me Elvis? Let's get the dust off your hair. Keep it looking jet black.
Oh, careful.
There's a lot to running hotels and BBs. People don't realise how hard work it is.
Steady, don't break it.
Rock and rollers Neville and Lorraine work around the clock to give their guests the stay of a lifetime.
It's just been one of the best parts of my life. I just love it. I love the Beeston Lodge. And me and Neville give all the people 100% of attention. Hello, darling.
Hello,
Are you
dear.
all?
How are
Pleased
you?
to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm Lorraine. Everybody's special to us when they're coming, aren't they?
That's right.
That's the trouble with all the pictures and stuff we've got that take that much dust in everything.
But last year, all this cleaning, cooking and dusting led to the decision to sell up.
But we're getting older now, so I mean, how long can you keep going on?
Well, we want to retire now, but we do love it. We don't want to sell.
It'll break our hearts, but we've got to move on, I suppose, don't we?
But when push came to shove,
It's all go at the B&B, but can't seem to keep away from it.
Neville and Lorraine couldn't bear the idea of handing over their beloved themed B&B to a stranger.
Like my son says, you and Neville are the Beeston Lodge. We just love it so much. It is my baby, and if I'd have sold it to somebody else, they'd perhaps changed it into something entirely different.
So the king and queen of the Beeston B&B haven't left the building.
That's brilliant, isn't it? That's better than the last time we had up. It's lovely. That's us two up there, Neville, jiving.
Of course it is. Her legs is not as nice as yours, though.
Jump. Hey! It's another good job done,
Like
isn't
a
it?
rock and roll.
Snake Hips Neville, that's what they call him. But as the couple aren't getting any younger,
Neville's birthday's coming up, 76. You know, 76 people are bound to get tired without even running B&Bs and that.
Will they believe that? Will that be all right? that one?
I don't think you'll pass for 21, Neville.
me neither, Neville. They want to hand the B&B over, but only to someone they trust.
I think it's time to change it over to somebody else. They can come into it with fresh life and hopefully like we used to do it. When people comes tonight and says happy 76th birthday, you're going to tell them you're 60, aren't you?
Yeah, because they're lying.
You're still as daft as ever.
Tonight is Neville's birthday party, and they're hoping it's their last jive as hosts.
We've got some good friends coming and we'll all be dancing and partying, and hopefully it'll be a really good night. Going to go out shopping, get some party bits to look special. Spoiling a bit, aren't we, Doc?
Oh, yeah. Get me some blow-up balloons.
Blow up balloons and
Blow-up
everything.
dolls. No, not dolls.
Blow-up dolls.
Sounds like it'll be a wild one. But it could also be Heartbreak Hotel, as Neville and Lorraine prepare for their last hurrah.
Thank you, that looks really nice.
Meanwhile, down on the seafront,
That's £20 then, please.
There's nothing that puts a bigger smile on our faces more than a slab-up meal.
Plenty of places to eat. Cheap fish and chips. Can't beat fish and chips.
I beg to differ, Shirley. Because just a hop, skip and a jump from the Skeggy Beach, there's one item on the menu.
You know, I really would not want that on my plate.
No, not that one.
Right. Do you want a dodgy sausage?
That's got everyone talking.
Just called a big breakfast, this. Just lovely.
If you find somewhere as good as this that does cracking food, it makes your holiday.
That'll be music to the ears of Leanne and Jeff Cook, who own this cafe a short stroll from the beach.
We get the holiday makers in and they're all bubbly and full of excitement. And it's a cheery place to work. It's another reason why I made it really bright.
This is their first ever business and they've been serving up a storm in Skeggy for just 2 months.
I've worked in care homes and I've also worked caring in the community. But I like doing this because it's not just the cooking. It's the everyday people coming in to see you, brightens up your day.
Leanne and Jeff met on a night out in Skegness 7 years ago.
We was in a bar and I saw Leanne and I was trying to get her attention and she wasn't really responding.
I was ignoring you. I knew you were trying to get my attention.
Oh, the old cold shoulder, eh, Jeff?
The next morning, I decided to knock on her flat door and ask her if she wanted to come out to breakfast. And we went down to a local cafe, which was not too far away from where she lives. And that's actually what we have as the tea room now.
6 years later, the couple are mushier than the peas at the chippy.
We always cuddle every night, have a kiss goodnight, every night. They're written on the wall, always kiss me goodnight. And I got that, because he always does.
You keeping your eye on the food?
Nah, just let it cook itself, it'll be fine.
I wish my food did that. This year, the pair have gambled their life savings to buy the same cafe where they had their first date.
Yeah, we've already invested over £15,000 at least. And we're still putting more in. I don't think either of us have expected to get rich from this. That's not what it's about. It's about working for yourself and knowing what you're capable of.
But despite their hard graft,
Here we go, Lee, thank you.
Thank you very much.
the business has been struggling.
Bye-bye. It's not the money that hurts, it's the time and the effort and trying to make everything work. Worry about how you're going to keep going. I mean, at the moment, we're just winging it.
What you need is more holiday makers winging their way through the door.
I'm quite optimistic for the long-term future, but I just know that at least the first 12 months are going to be difficult.
I've got an idea, Joe.
What's that?
Need to start getting more options in instead of just breakfast.
I think it'll be good for business.
I think once we start getting more options in, the more people will get in.
And hopefully it pays off in the long term.
A new dish could be just the ticket to get more bums on seats and make a little extra cash. More than 17 million of us love to visit Blackpool every year.
It's a nice family atmosphere. We've been out chatting to families today and everybody's been having a great time.
I'm glad to hear it, Chris. But before we can have a chin wag, hit the beach or try our luck on the pier...
Let's win a prize today, sir, for the lady.
First, we have to get parked up.
There's not very much parking in Blackpool, really, to be honest, and when you do find it, it's quite expensive.
Well, you're in luck, Stacey, because just minutes away from the central pier, you'll find a man...
This way, please.
...who's giving seaside goers a spot for a steal.
I love counting money. I provide bargain parking spaces in Blackpool for tourists.
But for Howard, it's not all about the numbers.
I'm providing a service, and I want it to be a great service, but you do get the pleasure of putting a smile on people's faces that come to Blackpool. I've had a queue down the street. Fantastic. This way, please.
And our Howard knows just the trick for keeping holiday makers happy.
Let me show you a card trick, eh? I'm going to put the 6 of hearts, top of the pack, take the empty box, nothing inside it. OK, put the pack of cards inside the box, shake it. Did you see the pack of cards disappear?
No way.
Yes way.
Where's the cards put?
They're in my pocket. I was actually born on a fairground. We travelled around the country entertaining, and I think I've still got some of that deep down here. So every person that comes onto that car park, they're my audience. I want to make them happy. Oh, well done, ladies. I had to move my car to give you the last space.
Awesome. I'm glad to that.
Full.
That's one car park heaving with happy holidaymakers. But Howard's got bigger plans for his seaside customers.
I don't want to rest on my laurels. So myself and a business partner have acquired a piece of land to develop into a super-duper car park. Well done, partner.
I want to see what's on the inside of that.
That makes two of us, John.
Right, let's have a little look.
Wow.
Somebody's been using this as a tip.
This is supposed to become a holiday car park. You're having a laugh, surely.
So we've got a lot to crack on with.
I've got a lot to crack on with.
You've got a lot to crack in.
What I suggest is we get it completely cleaned up. We open it on a temporary basis.
ASAP.
Yeah, I'm nearly through. It's close to the Pleasure Beach, it's close to South Pier, close to the Sandcastle Water Park. It's where all the people who are visiting Blackpool want to be.
Not in this state, they won't.
4 weeks from now, we'll have our first customer on. All right?
If they miss their deadline, the summer will be a total loss. But I can't see the car park for the trees, Howard.
We're going to need a bigger skip. I'm very confident that we'll get it up and running in less than a month. We're limited to a season, and the season has to be maximised.
Howard's got a mammoth task on his hands, and he'll need to pull out all the stops if he's to get this lot cleared in time. Meanwhile, down on the prom...
Would you like a donut?
Oh, yes, please. Who doesn't love a sugary treat?
We like to buy ice cream, don't we, Mikey?
Buy ice cream.
Good idea. I'll bet you can't guess what my favourite flavour of ice cream is.
Milk choc chip.
Nah, chocolate.
Oh, Mikey, Kelly, you're both wrong. It's Tutti Frutti. But I won't get that here.
Play a small tub on the plate, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Because the secret to their success is...
We actually only do one flavour, vanilla.
That's the only flavour they do, well, that's the only one you need.
As people say to us, why don't you mix it up? It's just what Noctrion is famous for, is the homemade vanilla ice cream that we make fresh on site every day. To the secret recipe that's been handed down through 4 generations of my family.
And this family's recipe for success hasn't changed since it was founded by Luca's great-granddad, Luigi Notariana, in 1928.
It does make me really proud every day coming to work and carrying on the family tradition. I'm so passionate about getting everything right and making sure that, you know, the family traditions are stuck to, and the quality of what we've done for the 93 years as a family, it doesn't change. And there we go, thank you very much.
Great place this.
Thank you.
Always come when we come to Blackpool.
To be honest, it's the only reason we come to Blackpool.
But noshing on ice cream isn't the only thing that keeps us busy by the beach.
We never get bored of Blackpool. Never.
There's that much to do, you just couldn't get it all done in one day.
I'm sure you're right, Paul. But that won't stop some of us from trying.
Right. What, do you want to go on the play over first?
Yeah.
We've come today to Blackpool just for a day trip, just to get out of Manchester, get away from home, and just to spend time together and just to cram as much in as possible on this one day that we've got together.
Not wanting to waste any time, Mum, Dion and 9-year-old Nathaniel are kick-starting their day with a splash. Well, maybe not that big of a splash.
Look at this. Wow.
Wow.
Dion works 3 jobs to make ends meet.
I work 6 days, so it's important to try and make that time for myself and for Nathaniel, because before long, he'll be off with his friends. He won't need his mum.
A trip to Blackpool has become a yearly tradition for this family of 2.
Let's go. There's lots to see. There's such a fantastic atmosphere, and you get to take your jar of humbug home at the end of the day.
Who doesn't love those? This morning, they're hiring a double kayak to cruise the lake together for just 20 quid.
Like you've had a win.
I like to spend time with my mum because we get to have a lot of laughs, screams, and also chuckle.
Steady as she goes.
Put your hands up.
It's nice and easy, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna give you a little push, okay?
Okay, how do you get back?
Just come back this way.
I hope you've got a good sense of direction, Mum. Ooh, mind out.
That's it, guys. Just paddle backwards. Be really confident with it. Don't be scared of that. Yeah, like the Olympics. Wow.
I thought we were going to capsize in the kayak. It was fun, though. It was fun.
Oh, just watch out for the... never mind.
Well done. Was that fun? Yeah.
Kayaking was really fun. I enjoyed every single minute of it.
Capture your hand. That's what
It was great. We're ready for the Olympics now.
We're coming in 3 years to Paris.
Whilst Leanne and Nathaniel see what else they can cram into their one and only day in Blackpool, just under 200 miles to the east.
Morning. What can I get for you?
2 breakfasts.
The cooks are busy making people's days at their tiny cafe.
Finished.
That breakfast was 10 out of 10, 5-star.
In the time we've been open, I've only known of one unhappy customer. So I refunded his money for his breakfast and then was told by local people he does that everywhere.
Cheeky monkey. Their all-day brekkie might be a winner, but owners Leanne and Jeff need to find a way to get more people through the door.
We looked in the mirrors together every day and said, defeat is not an option. And that's how we feel about it.
Small one for you.
They're hoping adding a Sunday lunch to their menu will bring in the holidaymakers and help save their bacon.
We've got to get ready to do this on Sunday.
Yes, I know.
I'm a bit nervous because we've never cooked for this amount of people before. Well, we don't know how many people, but we're just going to have to try and wing it.
Yeah, if it doesn't go too well, at least we're going to get a Sunday roast and perhaps throughout the rest of the week as well.
I know, but we really need it to work this weekend. We need it to work, Jeff, badly.
Leanne is very strong-willed, and what I mean by that is if she wants something, she'll go for it and try her best to do it. That's why I know with the tea room, I've got a good working partner here. What do you think we should do for the first weekend?
Beef and chicken.
Yeah, OK. Some of the older people prefer chicken because they find...
It's less tougher.
Mind you, it won't. It'll be nice and tender because you're cooking it, won't
Do you know what I've learned in life? If it's tough, be tough with it.
There's a lot riding on the roast being a success, but Leanne's used to toughing it out.
Back in 2013, I was homeless with my 2 children. I came to Skegness through the council and they sent me to a B&B.
And at her lowest point, Leanne was offered a helping hand from 2 familiar faces.
Hi, Neville. All right. Hi, Jeff.
Jeff.
You all right,
Good
mate?
to
Nice
see
table
you.
in the window for you.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, that's right. As well as running their 60s B&B, Neville and Lorraine also offer shelter to families in need.
Look at that. I feel like the king and the queen.
I was very nervous. I thought I was going to be put into some horrible dump, but I wasn't. I was looked after by Lorraine and Neville until I got myself a flat. There's not many people on the earth as kind and as giving as they are.
You never thought that when you knocked on the door that you'd be up here, did you? Up the street in this little cafe and that. Beautiful. Everybody's got to be proud here. You've done well, you and Jeff. You make a good team together, don't you?
He's a really good fella. He's got a hell of a lot of patience. He has to put up with me.
I can do the easy job now, butter and toast you're here, can't I?
And it is a massive achievement from being the girl that was in Beeston homeless to now the woman that owns the tea room.
With all their savings invested in their cherished cafe, the pressure's on to deliver a stonking roast for their customers. Whilst the shops on the coast close up and cash up, the sun is setting over Skeggy. And that can mean only one thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on a great birthday, and I thank everybody for coming.
Right, let him sing now.
It's time to bust a groove.
Tonight is celebrating Neville's birthday and our almost retirement,
Semi-retirement.
Semi-retirement, but not quite there, but nearly retired.
No.
A little bit closer to it.
I'm not ready for carpet slippers yet.
Well, I see you've slipped into your dancing shoes tonight, and no one parties like it's 1959, quite like our hosts.
Neville and Lorraine are absolutely amazing.
Best us ever.
Oh, well, I've known them at least 20 years. Brilliant people. So much enthusiasm for life.
Life's for laughing and living, isn't it? And if they don't get a laugh when they come here and they dance and that, there's something wrong. Blow them out, one go!
This jiving duo might still be swinging, but it'll be their last boogie at the B&B as hosts.
One of the things I love most is meeting all the new guests. I'll miss all that soon.
As they're handing the day-to-day running to a manager they trust.
We're not unhappy because we're passing it over. We're happy, really, to a sense. We're going to get a bit of peace of mind.
Well, that's all well and good, but replacing you two is not going to be an easy task.
Nev and Lorraine are the icons of this place.
Yeah, you would never replace them.
And you would never be able to replace them. They can't retire. They need to stay here.
Even your regulars think this is a tough ask. Who could possibly step into your dancing shoes?
He's a people's person. He tells a few jokes and he has a laugh with the customers, and he's got my similar attitude when he gets going.
He will really get stuck into it and he'll make a good job of it.
Playing your cards close to your chest, eh? Well, I can't wait to meet him, but let's just hope he's up to the job. It's another busy morning in Blackpool. And whilst the shops are gearing up, ready for the day...
Job done.
Around the corner...
Somebody had a good party here, didn't they?
Bargain car park tycoon Howard is clearing up his work site.
I'm just going to clear all these mattresses and all these bottles here so we can sort out the hardcore and the rubbish. Oh, I was looking for a remote.
Finders keepers, Howard.
It's not one of the most glamorous jobs going round picking the mess up, but I enjoy it. I love work. I really love work.
Good thing too, as he's been working his socks off ever since he moved to Blackpool 40 years ago.
I was young and poor, very poor, and after working 7 days a week, 16 hours a day, I'm no longer young.
Howard needs to transform this absolute state of the site into a functional car park for holidaymakers in just 4 weeks.
Every day we leave it like a tip like this, we're costing money. So the quicker we get it done, the quicker we can start earning some shekels.
But this graft isn't all about putting money in his pocket.
When families come to Blackpool, they're coming for a great time, and a lot of them are coming on a budget. And if I can offer them a bargain price parking, it's great.
You've still got to clear this lot first, though.
It all looks plain sailing, however, you know, there's always a fly in the ointment somewhere along the line. The only thing I'm worried about is getting bitten by what's ever on them mattresses.
I'm sure you'll be right as rain, Howard.
Look how deep that is. Underground basement.
Flipping it.
Oops, I spoke too soon.
That's a bit of a pain, isn't it?
Yeah. Have to excavate all that out and fill that in.
Yeah. We've uncovered these basements, and basements have to be dug out, and that means delays.
They've only got a few days left to get this place open, and time is ticking.
We're going to need a pecker on this machine because we're not going to be able to break that concrete up.
OK.
I can't lift it with that machine, and Ray's got a pecker.
Oh, I see now.
But he wants some more money to hire it.
Yeah, tell him I'll hire it.
Right.
More money.
Ooh, nothing worse than a pricey pecker.
We can't just leave a void underneath the ground, so this machine will pecker it out, and what we do is we backfill it with hardcore. when it's finished.
And as well as hitting Howard in the pocket, this basement bother is putting his opening day deadline in serious doubt.
Blackpool is obviously a seasonal resort and we have a few good months. It's very important to get it up and running very soon. Pressure's on. We need to get going.
And Howard's not the only one who needs to roll up his sleeves. Over on the East Coast...
Must do these stairs about 24 times a day.
Neville and Lorraine are getting in a new manager to run their B&B baby.
Oh, washing.
But are worried about handing over the reins.
I love this place. We don't change it too much.
If the Beeston Lodge wants a 60s theme, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people around because they all love it.
They're hoping they might have found a solution close to home. By handing the B&B to Lorraine's son, Shane.
Here he comes.
I'm a good socialiser, I'm good at mixing with people. I can only follow in my mum's footsteps, can't I?
Are you ready to take over?
Yeah.
Your shift and that?
Yeah. My mum's getting tired, so it's time for a change, isn't it? Well, I just think it's nice to keep it in the family. If this goes, that's Mum and Neville's legacy gone.
Right, so the first thing I want you to do is pour your mum a drink. I'll have a gin and tonic.
Looks like you'll have to pass Lorraine's test before the job's yours, Shane.
Would you like ice?
Yes, please, Doc.
That's with your fingers, though. You don't do that with your fingers.
There you go. Would you like lemon?
Not if you're going to use your fingers for that as well.
Beautiful. Just right, that is.
First test down, Shane. Now for the music round.
You know all the 60s records, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
I want you to tell me who sung these three straight off, or else you go home in a taxi.
Blimey, good luck.
Who sung Jailhouse Rock?
Elvis Presley.
Yeah. Who sings Crazy?
Patsy Cline.
Yeah. And Let's Twist Again.
Fats Domino.
Chubby Checker.
Well, I've got that one wrong.
Ooh, so close, Shane. But all is not lost because the real test is tonight when he'll be running the B&B solo.
He's going to be fine with the customers, aren't you?
Shane, it's now or never to prove you're the leader of the pack.
I'm excited and nervous. My mum wants to see that I can do it as good as she does it. Fingers crossed, all will be well.
While Shane gears up for his big trial night, 100 yards up the road, the big day has arrived for Leanne and Jeff.
Batman and Robin on their mission today.
They want to deliver a sumptuous Sunday lunch for the holidaymakers visiting their cafe.
Jeff, we need to get that beef in now.
Well, go on, then.
I don't know where it is.
They're hoping their first ever roast, not roche, Leanne, will help people get through the door.
You never know what's going to happen. But if we could do 10 dinners today, we'd be really, really happy.
We would for the first week.
For the first week, we'll be over the moon.
Yeah.
Proved to be a winner-winner chicken dinner, even though it's beef.
My main priority is making sure the customers are okay, they've got everything that they need. They've got to make sure the meat's okay, the roast potatoes are perfect, on cue. We're juggling about 500 balls.
Ooh, pans too, by the sounds of it.
Enjoying yourself there, love? I worry that maybe I'm not as good as, like, a proper chef. I'm just your everyday mum that likes to cook. I don't know how to do all the fancy chopping. I just cut it up.
I'm not sure anyone can complain about a roast that costs just $5.95.
Jeff, just close that oven, please.
But they might want spuds with a bit more of a suntan.
I'm getting really nervous now. The potato's not showing any sign of browning. 25 minutes to go and we're not on time.
Well, I've got bad news, Leanne. The first diners have just rocked up.
Sorry, love, it won't be long. Oh, the cabbage is done. Carrots are boiling. Okay.
We're both giving it our all because we don't want to fail.
Can't think straight. Hiya, won't be long. Tom, I'm so sorry for the wait.
Enjoy the food.
Thank you.
They look impressed.
Don't know.
The roasts may be running a tad late,
Here we go, ladies. We've got 1 roast beef.
but all will be forgiven
Thanks, darling.
if they're lip-smackingly delicious.
Everything you get with that, you can't grumble for Sunday dinner. Really lovely.
Well, we're all enjoying it. We've had good compliments. It's really good. Plates are being cleared. There's hardly anything being left, so I'm happy.
It looks like you've packed them in and hit the spot.
And these lovely ladies have left too much money for a nice tip. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
There's nothing left to do but tally up for the day.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God! £286.
Brilliant.
That's absolutely banging,
That's the best we've ever done.
by far. No one can tell me I can't cook now. £280 isn't a massive deal, but for us it is. It's huge. And if we made that every Sunday, we could make this work. And we did it.
As the cooks celebrate in Skeggy, over in Blackpool, the afternoon is rolling on.
And can I have a pink bucket of chips, please?
Our Mancunians, Dion and Nathaniel,
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
are off to a flying start.
We're trying to save ourselves from the seagulls. They want the chips.
Down on the Blackpool prom.
It's not working. Oh, it's you. That we've had lots of fun. Kayaking, arcade.
Blackpool Tower.
Blackpool Tower. We are at 401 feet. Wow.
They've just a few hours left to magic up some memories.
Every moment is precious to me that I spend with him. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So if I've only got that one day to create the memories, then we're packing as much as we can.
He wants to go.
Or should we do the cans first? Let's go here. This one.
At only £3 a pop, the tin cans game won't break the bank of mum.
Go on then.
Get 3 balls. If you miss, get that store, Babs.
And they could go home winners. Put a bit of welly into it.
Come on. Oh, the wrong way.
That's it, just line it up.
Yeah! Have you won it? Hey!
Congratulations, sweetie.
I felt really good because it's the first time I've ever won a game like that.
I won nothing.
Well, you won a big hug.
I've got a big hug.
Do I get a high five?
With a prize in the bag,
That's it.
their day trip is coming to an end.
It's been amazing. We've done so much, we've fitted so much into today. Hopefully we'll continue to do it each year until he gets to the age where he doesn't want to be with mummy. But until then, we will do this and keep coming here. It's been a long day. It's time to go home. Okay? Let's go, babe. Awesome. Hey?
I've enjoyed today.
I've loved it. It's been fabulous.
Same.
This morning in Blackpool. And as the stores ready up on the shores,
Warren, under.
Howard is in a last-minute rush to get his seaside car park finished.
When we were excavating the site, we came across loads of cellars, like this is one, for instance. So we had to dig them out and then refill them with 200 tonne of fresh stone so that the surface water drainage will soak away into the land.
Howard's promised his business partner, John, that he'll have the car park filled with holidaymakers by the end of the day.
Oh, 1 minute. Whoa! Come! You're miles off. It needs to go up there. Once we've got this stone down and level, then we can open up. Taking shape.
Is this what you call building the empire, Howard?
Bargain car park empire. This will be fine, you know, for parking cars on.
Looking good, Howard, but what will partner John think of the car park conversion?
Massive difference from 4 weeks ago. I mean, obviously, it's not completely finished yet.
I can see we're 3/4 of the way there.
Yeah, about 80% there.
I beg your pardon, 4/5, Howard, but that's still plenty of parking spaces for holidaymakers to hopefully fill.
Well, it's ready for opening.
Yeah.
Let's get some money in.
It's John's first investment in car parks, And he had a big smile on his face because I told him I was going to do something, and here's the results.
And without further ado, it's time for the grand opening of Blackpool's newest seaside car park.
Right, boys, I'm going to put the ribbon across. So we'll hope.
More ribbon, please, Warren.
We'll only open a quarter of the car park today. I'd like you to cut the ribbon in the middle.
And declare this car park open.
With this new car park, I'm one step closer to my goal of being able to provide bargain parking spaces in Blackpool for tourists. What I want now is to show it full. The worst case is nobody parks on there. That's a disaster.
Howard's going to need some holidaymakers in quick if he's going to prove his hard work's been worth it. It's a sizzling afternoon, and Blackpool is buzzing.
Just park in next to him, please.
But just 1 mile from the promenade.
Welcome to Blackpool. I'm just going to charge you £5 a day. You'll find that's a bargain.
It's been a slow start at Howard's holiday car park.
I'll do you, thank you.
I think we've took 35 quid.
The Pleasure Beach doesn't open till 4 o'clock.
I
So
know.
what do you expect?
Surely you can sweeten the deal to reel in some more tourists.
I've got some proper Blackpool rock for you.
Oh.
Blackpool rock, made in Blackpool, with Blackpool written on it.
Where's it from again?
You look after them, they'll be back.
Nice to get somebody that interacts with you, know, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do you a bargain. I'll just charge you £20. That covers you Saturday, Sunday, Monday. How's that? Bargain.
Candy and bargains. Marketing genius.
And we've got a proper stick of Blackpool rock, one for each of you. Oh, hang on a minute. We're not paying for your dental bill.
Thank you very much.
We've got to look after them, haven't we? They'll be back next year.
And just like that, Howard's latest vehicular venture is...
Full, sorry. Well, look at that, isn't that brilliant? That's just what I love to see. When you first open, you want a business to be successful, and then when you look round and see this is what my dream was, my vision. And when it's all properly done, all tarmacked and white-lined, it's going to be a little gold mine, I think. It's so good to see all the people flocking into Blackpool and filling my car park. This is the start of something great. You get a little fuzzy feeling in your heart, done it, I've achieved the goal. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, congratulations, great job.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a success.
After a 4-week ordeal, Howard's car park has proved a success. But over on the East Coast...
Don't you know where the plug's are, man? Neville?
Shane needs to prove himself worthy of taking over his folks' legendary B&B.
That one's for the chiller.
What's this one?
This one's turn your lights on.
It'll be the first night of me taking over by myself. I'm looking forward to it. It's a new chapter in my life.
He's got to look after all my customers, like we've looked after them. Every customer to me, they're special.
So, after 16 years in charge, the Lord and Lady of Beeston Manor are leaving their baby for the night.
Are you sure you'll be all right tonight?
Of course I'll be all right.
And if Shane's solo shift is a success, their beloved B&B will be his for good.
See you later, Doc. Bye. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
So as the sun sets in Skegness, Shane's trial night begins.
I know I've got big boots to fill with Mam and Neville going, because everybody loves them, that's what they come for. But I'm going to do it, I'm absolutely buzzing.
Well, you could show it, and your first job is to impress the locals.
Mary, ain't it?
No, Carol.
Carol.
Awkward.
She comes and stays every few months, don't you?
Well, not every few months, not every now and again.
Oh, Shane, not a great start. You're supposed to be impressing these die-hard Beeston fans.
You all right, guys? My first night of taking over.
Oh.
Big shoes to step into, ain't it? Oh, I will do.
You need to get this party swinging, pal, or else this could be a disaster.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please welcome onto the stage the fabulous bus stop? Right, getting a queue at the bar now.
good day. There's a lot of laughter going on. People are enjoying themselves.
Seems Leanne from the cafe's not dreading the new boss.
Most definitely in a safe pair of hands. Yeah, I don't think we'll let his mum down. Mum and his life's work.
Well, let's hope so, because he's got a surprise visitor.
You didn't keep away long.
No.
Come to say how you was doing.
How quick you've come, you didn't leave while 3.
We just wanted to sneak back and just see how my son was doing tonight. I can't wait to find out how he's got on. Is he doing all right, Shane?
Yeah. Well, you can't argue with that.
Neville, now you're retired, you have to pay.
Looks like the new boss is in.
I think it's turned out great. For the first night, they all seem friendly, they all seem quite excited about the future. Absolutely buzzing.
The future of the Beeston, I think it'll be good. He'll make it a lot better because he's got the energy to do it.
I'm there to help Shane if he wants any help, but I just want Shane to run it successfully like we've done it for 16 years nearly.
The management might be all shook up, but I have a feeling the party will never end.